Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel and thank you again. And as always, for allowing me to be part of your day. Guys, 6,300 subscribers. It's amazing. I am so grateful for that. And I hope that I always make your day a little bit more interesting. Hopefully I can put a smile on your face or at least give you some food for thought, whether we're having breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or tea or coffee. I'm always hungry, so we're good to go. Guys, please like, subscribe, and share. There's still quite a few of you that aren't subscribed. It doesn't cost anything, and it means a lot, so I appreciate it. Guys, Gypsy Rose is at it again. So, guys, Gypsy Rose has taken the cake one more time, and I mean, why does she have to take it all? Well, really, because she's Gypsy Rose Blanchard and can't help herself. Guys, this was a person that felt like everything she was entitled to. That is not a symptom of Munchausen by proxy. Entitlement is not that. Okay, fraud is that, but entitlement is not that. There are legitimate sufferers, and you guys have sent me a few videos. There's one, I saw a woman talk about how she had her leg amputated because of some dry skin on the heel of it. That's a survivor of Munchausen by proxy. That's what her mom did to her. And this other woman, I put up Candace Starr. I put up her video yesterday and how upset she was because she says that at the hands of her mother that she suffered Munchausen syndrome. But she was the proxy of her mom. And then you guys have sent me this video of this woman who too, and her sister, and she felt like she could relate to Gypsy, another person, another survivor, until she started realizing that Gypsy's stories made no sense. That just like we noticed, every time Gypsy said something, the story changed. But not only that, it also appears that perhaps Gypsy borrowed some of this woman's story and made it Gypsy's story. And certainly Gypsy, allegedly, according to this woman, has tried to shut this woman up so that the voice of the people with the real Munchausen by proxy syndrome can be squished so that Gypsy's voice rises. But here's the thing. Gypsy's not talking about Munchausen by proxy. She's not talking about that. She doesn't know anything about it to talk about that. But she knows a lot about medical fraud. And then you have a woman who's going through therapy and will probably be through therapy for the rest of her life, struggles with how she feels about her mom, never unalived her mom. And then you have somebody like Gypsy who's getting this shit done because she MURDERED'd her mom. Yep, because she manipulated somebody who a few times was able to say, no, let's just leave, until she said one thing that broke the camel's back, and that was, the little girl that we had, we no longer have. And that wasn't even true. That's not even true. So Gypsy's story continually changes, where the people that have really suffered, it's an insult to them, a smack in the face to them. Gypsy says, I want to be the voice, but she has no voice for this. She's busy running around, breaking up her marriage, ruining her husband, estranged, but her estranged husband's life and the dog, to get what she wants. It's always to get what she wants. And then Hollywood treats her like that. If you don't have any morals, if you have no values, if you have no moral compass, that's the way you act. But if you are somebody that is genuinely concerned, that's what she said, I want to be the voice. I want to help survivors. I want to make people survivors. Not by that behavior. You have people really speaking out. You had people that actually looked up to her because they thought that they shared something in common, only to find, no, Gypsy used what they had as an alibi to get away with what she did to her mom because she didn't have the courage to just leave. That's your survivor. Somebody who didn't have the courage to just leave an obese woman with diabetes and gout who couldn't even get her. There's your hero. There you go. Guys, let's listen to some of these videos and we'll come back and talk, okay?
Because she doesn't want me to share my story. She doesn't want any survivors to share their story. She believes she owns it. She believes that she is the sole ownership of it. It is her advertisement. It is her way of profiting, because she's legally supposedly can't profit off of the crime. So this is her way. So no one else should be allowed to talk about Munchausen syndrome. I have never, ever met any survivor of any form of abuse that was so against other survivors who survived the same thing. I don't get it. Like, if you live this horrible abuse, you would never want anybody to be in your shoes. And at one point, I supported her. When I first heard her story years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, there's somebody like me, and there's somebody that's been through it too. Because I had no idea there were others until I got on TikTok and started sharing my story, and I've gotten to meet other survivors, which I am so grateful for. Because before I got on TikTok and met others, I knew about my story, I knew about my sister's story, and I knew about Gypsy. So I used to be a huge supporter of hers until I learned the truth. And when she came out and her details started changing, and the way she has treated other survivors, the way she has treated people who are trying to get Nick a fair trial, no matter who you are, what crime you've committed, what you've done in your life, if you are facing trial, you deserve a fair one.
So again, Gypsy lacks the compassion of a victim, but she has the passion of a grifter. You see what I'm saying? Like, this woman's 100% right. And we see it everywhere. We see it with people with addiction. When they've gotten themselves clean, how much they want to help other people get clean, how they have compassion for the active addict when they're in recovery. That's the way it is. People that suffer with mental health issues, when they are healthy in their mind, they reach out to others and say, let me help you. People that are paraplegics that need help getting around, they have people pushing them and then helping them get up themselves and try. They have people in all types of recovery reaching out to other people in recovery, helping. Gypsy's not doing any of this. Gypsy lives the life of somebody so spoiled, claiming that she's a victim, claiming she wants to be the voice for victims. But the only thing she's opening her mouth for is herself. And we are allowing this. She has just become known as somebody who masterminded an unaliving of her mom simply because her mom got in her way. And that's basically what she said in the interrogation. Never did she say anything about her health until they were ready to put her in jail. And then she said, I can't go. I can't go. I have a lot of health issues. But she was telling the other cop, oh, I was running around Disneyland and dancing and seeing the Titanic exhibit and the Princess Diana dresses and all that stuff. The only time health came into play was when they talked about putting her in jail. That's our hero? That's our survivor? She was never a victim. It just doesn't make sense, guys. It just doesn't. Guys, can you see how people who have truly suffered from mental illnesses and or mental illnesses by other people, who when they get their lives together really try to reach out and help people? Gypsy has done none of that. She has rather behaved like this next clip, which I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to end it. Because you could either laugh or cry, but this is what's going on over somebody like Gypsy Rose. So, guys, that's it. Unbelievable, right? Guys, please like, subscribe, and share. Always be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always be kind. Never, ever be Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Always be yourself, guys. Thanks.